All right, y'all. Speaking of black people, ain't nothing
God.
more blacker.
I hate
Nah,
your
I'm playing.
transitions.
I'm not gonna say that because that was kind of stereotypical.
I hate your
But they
transitions.
went to jail, and he was telling us about his jail story before, and he said,
nothing more blacker than jail.
They said,
jail.
they said I spent 1 day in jail, and it was the worst day
It
of my
wasn't
life.
even a day.
Please
It was 12 hours, bro. It was half the day. I swear to
Please
everything.
explain.
All right, so look.
How you end up in jail?
It was me and my girlfriend was arguing in public. And we was like outside, but the thing was we wasn't like doing nothing crazy like hitting each other and stuff, but we was so loud that somebody called the police. And so when the police came, I was finna run. I can't cap to you. I was finna you bro. Sorry, not sorry. I was finna run, but
Fight or flight kick.
but here's the thing. I looked over and they had me circled. So they knew a nigga was gonna run before I even ran. So one came this way, one came coming towards me behind and on the side like a literal square. So I was like, well,
Hey, bro. Sometimes when they be pulling them stereotypes and they be right, it's the worst feeling ever.
it'd be the worst.
They see you, they was like, "No, he finna run,"
'Cause
and then he was really about to run.
They was like, he look athletic. We gotta.
That's the worst feeling
we
ever.
gotta
They like,
circle.
they got me. Okay, wait. Pause there. I got a question, Nate.
Yeah.
How long was y'all arguing for the police to
Hey,
come?
it
And
was
you
a
was
long motherfucking time.
why you didn't go home?
I didn't have
They-
a home. I was homeless at the time.
He
I
was
swear.
trying to burn time.
I
He
had
was waiting for
nothing
the
else
bus
to
to
do.
come. He was like, "Listen,
I had nothing
that's
else
why
to
you
do.
ugly."
The bus was on his way. I was like, let me get a little bit more in.
More minutes. Let me go ahead and.
No, I was staying with my godmom at the time, and so, but she stayed a little far. The bus took an hour. It was like an every hour type of bus. So
So you was waiting on the bus.
I was waiting on the
knew
bus.
it.
I most
I'm
definitely
telling you,
was.
bro. One thing about me, I know black people, bro.
The cop kept trying to get my girlfriend to say that I put my hands on her. Like he kept trying to flash on her neck, trying to see. Like he started making up stuff. He was like, "Oh, I see bruises on her neck,"
Yeah,
and he
that's
was
real.
and he was like, "Okay, you can sit down. Nothing's gonna happen." And then he put me in handcuffs just because I wouldn't run or whatever. And then he kept asking her, "Do you want to press charges? Do you want to press charges?" She kept saying no because nothing happened. And then he told me we finna go over there just to get my information, like by the cop car. He opened up the door, and I'm like, I was like,
I just want to talk.
I was like, my ID's in my pocket, sir. You don't need to open the door so I could sit down. I'm good. He was like, no. He's like, just go ahead and sit down. So I know your legs hurt. And he's like, because cops, they really, cops be capping. They be gaslighting you. They be
They
like,
really do.
They be like, come on, man.
Come on,
I
man.
know your knees hurt.
I know you, man. Come
Just
on.
sit down. So he's like, come on, just sit down. I was like, all right. So I sat down, and he was like, but listen, I'm kind of smart, so I had the door open, but I was sitting out, but my legs was out. So I was sitting on the whatever, like the little chair. So he was like, put your feet inside, because it was cold outside. He was like, and I only had shorts on. So he was like, you cold? I'm gonna turn the heat on. So I was like, yeah, I'm a little chilly. Man, I turned my feet. Bop! Close that mother. And you can't, bro, because there's no doorknob inside in the cop car. So I was like, hold on. Hello. Get in the car. They both get in the car. They never asked for my information. They never read me my rights.
What?
They never did. I swear to everything. They got in the car and just drove. They didn't read me my rights. They didn't never say. They said you have the right to remain silent. None of that. Because I remembered that if they don't, you get out scot free. So I was like, I'm listening.
Bro, based it off of
You don't take these basket.
Bro, based it off of the Medea?
Is that not true?
No.
No? Then I fucked up. Then that's where I fucked up.
So how you end up in jail?
So look,
They just drove you to
they
jail?
drove me to jail.
They booked you right there?
They got me right then and there. They drove me to
what?
jail. You can't even tell you. They didn't even tell me. They said probable cause. They said probable cause. I swear to everything, because when I asked the lady, when you getting booked and fingerprint, I was like, what am I in here for? They said, oh, there's nothing written down. We just have probable cause. I was like, so why am I probably in here? I should probably go home. Like,
You'll probably be at home.
So then, right, I get to calling my mom, or I didn't even call my mom. I was so embarrassed. I didn't call nobody. I just called my girlfriend. And this how you know I'm mad. I'm in the jailhouse calling her like, now I'm in jail. This is when I knew I couldn't do jail. And whatever you think 60 days in and all that stuff, no, stop. All that is thrown out the window. Especially because TV would really make you think the holding cell is where you're going to be. I was in the holding cell for at least 6 hours. So I'm like, all right, I'm finna spend the night there. I got all comfortable and stuff. I promise you, 3 a.m. No. I'm like, all right, it's time for us to go. They was like, put these on. I was like, huh? Put these on? I started to feel, no, this can't be.
What was these, clothes?
The
the
jail
cuffs.
clothes.
They gave you the orange?
The orange jumpsuit with the slippers and all that. So I'm like, oh, I'm finna be in jail. Like, I'm in jail now. They kept saying like, oh, we gotta wait till the judge get to the court. He'll sign off a paper and you'll get released. I'm like, when is that gonna be? They like, whenever he get there. They are being terrible hosts. I promise you, they are not telling me anything. I didn't have no drawers on, right? So you can't keep your clothes on. You have to take your clothes off and put their clothes on. I had no drawers on. They gave me drawers, which wasn't drawers. It was a G-string. I swear to everything. It was like, bro, hold this, bro. Hold this. It was like this big. And if you know me, you know I got thighs and ass for days, bro. So that was not going. That wasn't
Yeah,
fitting.
I know. My bad. My bad.
They gave me like some type of G-string. So look, anyway, I put that on, felt like a little hoe. Like, I did not feel like myself. And then I go in there. I'm crying. Yes, I am crying. I'm crying hard in the mug because I've never been to jail before. I'm snot coming out. I'm in jail, right? And they give you a card. It's like your card to put in before you type for a phone number. And it's like whatever. It's like your like student number, how you eat and all that stuff, I guess. Mine didn't work. So I'm over here crying more because I'm like, who am I supposed to call to get me out of here? Who?
It didn't even work. I was supposed to eat.
The CEO, he was like, here, just come use my phone in my office. But he was like, don't make this a habit because I don't let nobody do this. So I use it like
Habit? He seen them tears.
No, he seen them tears. He knew it was for real. I'd never been here before. He could just tell.
He's like,
So-
come on, make this a habit. You know, you got about 12 more years.
Right.
So. Still don't even know why you in there.
Before I went to the CEO, this how I knew I failed my first jail test. This gay dude, he was like, "What's going on, man?" I was like, "I can't. Oh, my code not working. I can't call nobody." He was like, "Can you want to use my code?" This how I knew I failed because you know you're not supposed to take nothing unless you about to give something. So I took it. Didn't even think about it. Let me get that motherfucker. Didn't even work. So I was like, "Dang!" So he really was just crying, all that stuff. So I had high blood pressure at the time because, of course, you in jail. You're not going to be calm. So they gave me special food, which was like dog food in the orange. It was like the meat was like veggie meat or whatever. I gave it one little bite. I was like, nope, I'd rather starve. I'm going to starve today in jail. That was the longest I never ate. It was like 4 people.
This is what I'm talking about, though.
It was like 4 people in the room with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nigga, I had to shit. There's nowhere to go. So basically, it's like this.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm using the bathroom and you just looking at me. It was a Mexican dude. He was laying down and he was just staring at me the whole time. I was like, can I get a tad bit of privacy? Just a tad.
So how many cellies you had?
It was 3. It was 3.
3 others or 3 total? It was you and 2 others.
It was 3 others. So it's 4 of us.
4 y'all?
4 of us in one room.
Oh my God.
It was just me, Muslim dude, some other black dude, and a Mexican.
Okay, so you was in good hands.
I kind of think I was. Bro, and the dude, this how I know he been there before because he said he was there for domestic and his girlfriend pressed charges, but he's going to be getting out because he did this before. He had domestics before. I told him that mine was probable cause and nobody pressed charges. So he's like, oh yeah, you're going to be out of here. You straight. But I'm still crying. I'm crying so much to the point where he woke up. He was like, young fella. He's like, stop crying. I'm trying to go to sleep. You going to get out of here no later than tomorrow, if anything. He's like, if anything, you're going to be held here for a day, but that's worst case scenario. That's if the judge just don't come. But he was like, you're going to get out of here, so just relax. But I'm like, relax? I can't even move around.
I don't even got my code.
Bro,
My code don't even work.
my code did not work. But this is when you know it sucked because they're saying, wait till the judge comes. The guard's going to come. You're going to get put out. So every time the guard get up, you could just hear it. It's quiet in there. So it's boom, boom, keys jingling. Ching, ching. It's like a scary movie like boom, boom, boom. You hear it getting closer. You get up. You're like, oh, yeah, it's time for me to go. They do. You like, oh, yeah. He was like, here go your food. And then here's another one. Do, boom, boom. Oh, yeah, it's time for to go. Let me check your vitals. Bro, I literally, this how I knew. I was like, whenever the CEO get up, I'm going to just ignore it because I know I'm not going home. But yeah, bro, no, the story of the mental hospital is way funnier.